Hey there everyone, this is MarkyMan64 here, welcome you back to another episode of Let's Play Human Fall Flat on the PlayStation 5. This is episode number 30. So folks, wow, how did we make it to number 30? That's definitely much longer than I originally anticipated with this Let's Play. I can't remember, at the time when I started the Let's Play, I can't remember whether like any additional levels had been released at that point, or what the timeline for that was, but anyway, we're going to go into select level, extra dreams, and we are going to go for museum. So when we came back a couple of weeks ago, we started back with port, then we went underwater, dockyard, and now museum. So that's the 4 levels that had been released since I had released the video for Copper World. They had come out on the console version since then. I think port had possibly come out on Steam at that point, and I think I mentioned that in Copper World. I think there was only port, but then port and underwater released at the same time on consoles, and then dockyard and museum I think were both separate. And I think there is more levels still to come. Like they have announced, I don't know whether I mentioned this because I don't think it's been within the time period here, but they have announced Human Fall Flat 2, which I do intend to play, and I'll probably do a Let's Play of it, but they have announced that, but I think they're still like at least intending on releasing more levels. I think they have already, but anyway, we're going to go into museum without further ado, and we're going to fall through the museum. You saw the museum, and you see a picture of the museum up there, but we are in the catacombs below, and you can hear over here, where is it? Yes, it's the walkie-talkie talking gibberish basically, and yeah, I was really confused by this part, especially like because it's so dark. Like, and I know you're basically seeing it as dark as we see it when we're playing. We see it when we're playing. I see it when I'm playing. But yeah, it's really, really dark in here. But I think I'm just going to leave it like that just now. I know that previously in previous levels, I did turn up the brightness, but I really did need to, because that was not dark, that was just blackness. It was like there was nothing there. But anyway, I've opened the door that I exposed by shining the light on it, and I am now hitting this padlock with a rock, which we have definitely done before. We've done in like castle. We've done it at least that time before, and so it's so awkward to like swing something with any force, and actually like hit something. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it. That was a bit awkward because it was also being like the gate was being pushed open, and yeah, that was a bit awkward. But anyway, we come in here and we have like a rail cart, a minecart type thing, and we need to lower this part of the rails. And so this part like took me a long time, because you'll see in here, like, you do not see what I grab here. But you just need to take my word for it. I'm grabbing a pole. Yeah, there we go. You can see its silhouette there. I'm grabbing a pole. And again, I didn't see it. I mean, I don't see it any more than you do. But I just kind of need to do it in faith that the pole is there. And so grabbing the pole, we lift it up like so, and then I can move it into the position here, and then let's move it there. There we go. Okay, and then pull this down and then I can come out from underneath that. And it really doesn't matter about the pole now, just as long as it's not in the way, really. And then I can push this minecart along, and what you're best to do is get on the rail while you push it along, because when you get to that bridge section, there's no floor underneath the beams going across. I don't know what the what the technical word is, but there you can see the hole in between. But we're pushing this minecart over, and then we're using it to get up on top of the platform on the left there. So let's get up and lift ourselves up. There we go. There we go, and there we go. Okay, so then we grab one of these power cufflink things and put it into this electrical port. There's so many different types of like battery and power outlets in this game. It's quite funny. I don't know if that's like, if there's different people that have designed the level and so they've designed their own power outlets, or what has happened with that. But anyway, we are powering that so that this ladder goes across. It feels like this wouldn't be part of the infrastructure below a museum, but fair enough, it is here. And we've got this wheel thing that is going to turn that. You can see the hook thing that I'm going to be grabbing onto, hopefully, shortly. this can be quite a challenge to grab onto this properly, but pulling it around, let's try and grab it again. Pulling it around, okay, why is it not why is it not going the direction I'm wanting to? Pulling it around as maximum as possible. It'll stop at some point. Is it stopped? Okay. And then, okay, why is it still being pulled around? Because it wasn't, okay. Anyway, let's try and, okay, I jumped at the right moment, but it didn't register my jump. So anyway, we'll try that again. This is such an awkward mechanic here. And yeah, it's hard to see that it is actually moving over there, like, because we're not... Yeah, see, it is like moving, but it's like not moving at the same speed as I am pushing it round. But anyway, there we go. We're onto the hook. Yeah, that would be much better if it was like more closely attached to like my movement or the wheel's movement as it goes round. Like it wasn't reacting real time. But anyway, grabbing this light over here. This is much easier than some of the levels where you grab the lights. It's a lot more in your face. And then I'm going to go through this fan, because this fan's going quite slow, and forget about that. I need to, oh no, I'm way back here again. Okay, grab this again, and again you can see that it's not reacting real time, but anyway, I'm going to turn it around as much as possible, and that should be nearby. Okay, nope, don't let it go. But then, okay, see, I'm like, that isn't a proper platform that I can just walk onto. I know I'm complaining about this level, and it's not my favourite level in the world, but beyond that, I think there was there's issues with it. Let's grab this and then come over here and then jump on this. Okay, let's try and go through the fans properly this time. I completely forgot that there was it wasn't floor on the other side of that fan. That was my bad. At least these return to where they're meant to go. That could have been something that they had an issue with and they were still swinging away or something. But yeah, coming over here and then coming through this fan. Okay, coming through this fan and then jumping over here. Perfect. Okay, now this fan is obviously going too quick at the moment, so what we need to do is turn this yellow item, this yellow thing, is it not? Is that not what we do? Okay. Oh right, okay. It's turning there, but yeah, I was maybe just grabbing at the wrong bit of it. Yeah, I think I was. It's hard to see where I'm grabbing, but anyway, we turn this yellow thing past the green things. I don't know what this is meant to be representing, but anyway, we do that, and that slows down the fan to a stop. Essentially, it's not stop, but it slows it down enough to get through. And then we are basically now leaving the catacombs below the museum. we're now outside the museum, and you can see like the street along here. It's quite clever. Like, you don't actually go to the street, but it's quite cool how you can see it in its full context, and you've got the museum lit up like that. And then you go over here, and again, I don't know how or why this is part of the infrastructure, but you touch this red thing on the top of the ladder, and okay, is it not going the other way? It normally goes the other way. Maybe I need to like lean on it differently or something. Let me try this. Let me try this. So it needs to, yeah, bend over like that. There we go. Okay, now this part, I'm going to warn you, has glass breaking in the kind of traditional, stereotypical museum break-in thing. It does this, but it has quite a realistic noise. So I'm just warning you beforehand, just to get ready for that. So we are breaking this glass. Like so. I mean, it's not actually as bad. I've got the volume turned down further than I would normally, because I'm recording, but yeah. Break the glass and get in, and then we turn the lights on, and so that activates the lights. I don't know whether there's any like penalty or any reward if you don't turn on the lights. There obviously has been some trophies in the past where you don't turn on the lights. So this room, basically you've got two puzzles to get through. One of them is on this side, and this one is fairly easy. I assume that you just kind of need to know these things. I mean, it's quite obvious, you'll see in a second, but we basically need to put these in time order of when they happened. So, like, the first thing that happened in this list was dinosaurs. The second was the pyramids. The third was the castles with medieval, and then the fourth was the rockets. So it basically goes through and checks your work, and then it lights up with green because that's the order that they happened. I'm assuming that that's what that means, but yeah, I mean, it worked. Over this side, you have, how many do we have again? Is it 10? 3, 6, 9, 10. So we have 10 gold bars on this side, 10 gold bars on that side, and we basically need to match the weight with something. And over here, you can see what weighs what. So we need to grab the tall one, which is a 6, and then we need to grab that one there, which will make it up to 10. So the tall one and the one with the weird indentation in the handle, we need to grab them. So they are out here. They are over here. So we need to grab the tall one and the one with, I keep going to say the weird shaped ears because they look like ears, but they're handles. I do know that. So the weird handles, the weird ears, and that's on one side. And I'm not going to go through like explaining the other side, but the other side is basically like all the rest of them that we've got out there. Like we've got a doubler out there, and we've got, but basically yes, it is like all the rest of them. I don't feel I need to like explain that, but that is what it is. Let's grab this and lift it up onto the platform. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay, and then that should be it. And then eventually that will write itself. Like it does take a while to write itself, and then you can see up the top, it'll go into the green section that just lit up, and then it will like stay in that green section, and then that'll turn green. That's all going to happen while I'm grabbing the next ones. So grab that one, grab that one. Again, there is a doubler. I think in my right hand here is the doubler. That is that the one that's worth 1 gold bar? The one in my right hand? I think it is. But basically that then adds up to 10 when all of these are added up. All the remaining ones are added up. They add up to 10. Which is what we've to make. And you can see, yeah, that's now righted itself. It's now evened itself up. So grab this and this one here, the checkered flag one, and we go round here. Basically, yeah, I mean, if it's too heavy, it's not going to work. Like it's going to just stay on the other side, just like if it was too light, just like it was when we started. It was obviously too light because it had none of them on. So we kind of need to stand and wait for this to write itself, but it'll kind of swing back and forth, and then it'll settle in that green section, and when it settles in the green section up the top, it will turn green down here. And then once they are both green, yeah, it's settling, there we go. Okay, once they're both green, I don't think there's any sign on this side that it has turned green over here, but it has turned green over here. So that unlocks this door. I hope it unlocks the door. I hope it was locked before. I assume it was. Okay, we're in this room with a fountain. The fountain is off, and so we need to go down and turn on the water down here. So we come down here, and we need to turn this to turn the water on. And then that also turns this fan on. There is a few like hidden things in there, but I'm not going to go through all of them because I've not, like, there's hidden eyes in this level, and since I've not shown any, I'm not going to go out my way to show any that I've not already. If I pass one, you'll see it. I don't know what you have to do with it, because I've not actually done the thing that's associated with it. So I don't know what you're meant to do with it, but yeah, I mean that it is there. It is a thing that you can do. Something to do with them. I don't know if you have to touch them all, or if you need to remove them all, or if you need to do something, but yeah, I'm not gonna go through that. But yes, this section that we're about to go into can be quite annoying, because sometimes the human, as you know, can be quite floppy, and even if you're careful with where you're standing, the human isn't always. But basically you have to press this button, which opens the door on the other side, and I don't know whether it's got a time limit. It probably does. But basically you have to go through here and not touch any of the lasers like I just did with my foot, which was probably my fault that time. And then you end up back here, but you have to go through like a couple of rooms of this before it gets to a checkpoint, which is quite annoying. But remember that each time you activate the lasers or go through the lasers, it registers and then it closes the door. So just bear that in mind, that you need to then reopen the door. But yeah, we're through here, and then we have to do the same on this bit. But yes, this can be frustrating. Now, what I suggest in this room is staying on this side, and if the laser does get activated, you should hold on to the wall. Now that's the checkpoint. You should hold on to the wall and then like swing your way back up on the wall, because then you don't need to go through the first room again. But yeah, we got through it. Don't forget to open the door, because if you don't, then it can be very frustrating. So I don't really have any suggestion of timing for that. I think yeah, I don't really know what you're meant to do with timing for that. With this, I don't really know whether there's anything that you've to do with these. It feels like there is, but then there's just the door over here that you open and it's like not locked. So there might be some hidden thing that I'm missing. This one, now I do know that there is definitely a trophy / achievement in this room. It is to fire all the cannonballs at the wall that we're about to fire them at. I obviously have that achievement already, or not obviously, but I do. So it's not going to pop up for me, but I thought I would show you what it looks like to do what you need to do for the trophy. So put that in there, and then put this one. Put this one. Can I grab it? Yeah, there we go. Put that one also in there. Yeah, there we go. And then turn. Can I grab it? Can I grab it with the pole? I think I'm meant to, aren't I? Grab this and then pull it round. And then basically we're aiming for that wall. There's a lot of other things in this room that aren't relevant, like this bell. It feels like it should be relevant, but isn't at all. And this is making me think of the fact that, like, are we meant to be like some sort of time travelers? Like, we've been to like times like the medieval times in the castle and stuff like that. I mean, I assume that it's in the medieval times and not just like a castle. Obviously this castle still exists, but it felt like we were like trapped in medieval times and we were in the room. But anyway, we are lighting this up and we are blowing the wall apart, basically. So we come through here and there's opening a vent up the top, and they really miss a trick by not having like have a light on his hand or something, I don't know, but some sort of reference to Die Hard. It feels. I know that's a shame for anything else involving vents, that they always get compared to Die Hard in some way. This bit is another one of those like dark areas that you can't see. Like, I cannot see in this area. I don't know what direction I'm walking in. Yeah, I'm like actually kind of stuck in here. Yeah, it feels like like, because there's a floor vent, yeah, that we eventually fall through, but I didn't see anything in there. But anyway, we've got the vault, the main vault for the museum, and we're going down here to get some dynamite, because now this part is a bit suspension of disbelief, because there's dynamite, right, and it's got a wire, obviously, as you can see, but I then don't use the wire. I then just grab the dynamite and put it over by the vault, and there's nothing attaching this to the plunger that I am about to plunge down, but then it somehow wirelessly lights up. There we go. And it looks like a nice candle just now, but then there we go. It blows up. So we are then coming through the very disfigured looking vault door, and we're into this room. Now this room is inside the vault. We are basically trying to steal this item in the middle, so we need to release it from the lasers that are attached to it. They're almost like a solid object. We have to release them, and is it through? Oh no, it's up here. We climb up here, and then swing from this light over above that laser field over here. And then this is one of the buttons. You would think that it would be more secure than this, but anyway, it's not. That basically lifts the, I think it's just the middle two platforms up slightly from where they were, and we are basically like going above this. You can see another eye up there, by the way. That's one of the other eyes that I was talking about. And we basically need to press these buttons. Now the next one, I think, is over this, because it's allowing you over there, like, it's conveniently the right height to allow you to get over there. Now you need to wonder, like, what the legitimate way of opening this is. Because presumably, like, I am hacking into the way to get in here. But yes, that's two of them, and that then closes this down. So I can't. Can I not get through? Oh no, I wasn't through there anyway. Let me just get out here, and then the way to get over there then is to go into the centre and then out from the centre, but this can be a bit awkward to get over here. As you can see. You end up basically where you were up here. No, you don't, never mind. I thought you ended up at the top of that other room, but you don't. You're ending up in this room. Yes, that is awkward, and it's kind of annoying that the human doesn't end up going into that event himself. You need to, like, help him in there. Okay, this is really annoying that this fan doesn't seem to want me to go across. Okay, can I go to the next one down? No, I can't. Okay, I'll need to try this one again. So, like, sometimes the fan just picks you up as it should, and sometimes, like now, it just doesn't seem to work. Like, in a row, like, it seems to, like, work, and then not work. Oh my goodness. I might need to skip to when I do this, because this is, I'm not wanting to, like, take the whole time to, like, get over there. Let me try this again. Right, okay. It's not worked there either, but let's try getting over here. And then I've lost a leg. Okay. he can survive quite well with only one leg actually. Okay, where's the next? Where am I next going? I'm trying to think where I'm next going. Because it's not back there. Oh, it's back there. There it is, okay. So, is this lowered, or am I just, like, taller? Am I just higher up? Yeah, by the way, the whole missing leg thing does happen from time to time, but it doesn't seem to have much impact on his ability to move about. So, like, unless it does, I don't really see any reason to undo it, but just so that you know that I... he might respawn. Yeah, there we go. It came out just when he was falling through the ground there. Okay, so let me try... See, it just doesn't seem to catch him properly. I don't know if do I need to get onto the fan from the top or something? It doesn't feel like it's what it should be doing. There we go, okay. I kind of backed off into it. But I'm trying to get on top of this. And he didn't grab on with his right hand, but at least he did with his left. And I want to get onto that platform eventually. Oh, I missed that. Okay, get it the next time it passes. And I need to kind of like rush it because... No, okay, I'll get it the next time it comes round. It needs to be after the tall one passes over here because there's a gate over here that stops it from going taller, but I need to like do it as kind of soon as I can after that, because then I need to climb up on here and then jump over here. Okay, perfect. And then press this button, and then that shuts down the lasers. It brings those platforms down. It closes the gate, not the gate. It closes the floor, and then if I go down onto the floor, I then open this up, and my accomplices come out whenever they're ready. Yes, there they are. With the helicopter. Now, one thing I will say is, when I hook these on, I need to get off this platform, like, quickly, because if you stay on the platform, if you're taken up to the helicopter, essentially, with, basically, this is going to be lifted up, right, this whole central platform bit. But if you get taken up with that, then it just resets this room, and you start from the start where you need to press the buttons and stuff. I've done that a couple of times now, and yeah, it seems to be fairly consistent that it happens, and these are really, really awkward to hook on. So I think I've never been on it, and then because I've never wanted to try and like make it happen. It's just gonna happen, but I would imagine if you're on it and it starts to lift up, you should just jump off as soon as possible, because that's like if it arrives at the helicopter, and you are still on it, it kind of like glitches out and then resets this whole room to the start of this room. Oh man, this is really awkward. It feels like it shouldn't be as awkward, but it's like, there we go, okay, that's one, and then you just need to be aware of when you do it with the other one, because sometimes it can like happen really simply and really easily, and then like you need to be like ready to jump off this platform. Okay, is that almost there? There doesn't seem to be a time limit on this either. Like, the cops ain't coming. See, it's annoying because like my head is like covering where I would see whether it's working or not. So like you kind of need to move your head and then. Okay, I've let go of it without meaning to. Okay, it's. I'm trying to grab it. Okay, now can I do it from the side here? This is so funny. Like how awkward this is, and how like easy it would be in real life. Like this part of the whole heist is probably the easiest part. Right. Okay, I put it on, and now I need to back off and let the helicopter take it up. And it's a bit awkward with the wire, it's like not grabbing it properly. But anyway, basically this is the exit. And you jump down here into the exit. And that is us finished that level. So join us again for another episode of Let's Play Human Fall Flat on the PlayStation 5. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. Thanks everyone for watching. See you later. Bye bye.